Ford Mustang, owned by David Shingle.
1966 Ford Mustang.
See the ladies, Deb and Val? Just check in with them so they know they marked off that you did pick up your award. Next is going to a 1965 Jaguar XKE, owned by Carl Byler. Next is going to a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette, owned by William Samori. We're also going to recognize another 1967 Chevrolet Corvette owned by John Pergine. '63 Chevrolet Corvette, Glenn Dunlap.
63 Chevy Corvette.
A 1990 Fox Body Mustang, owned by Michaela Claybos.
'90 Mustang Fox Body.
We're going to go into the promoters' picks now. There are 5 promoter picks. These are in no particular order. For their 1964 GMC truck, Marcia Baker. For their '68 Toyota Land Cruiser, Bob Colford. For their 1984 Dodge Power Ram Austin Dada. For their 1957 Chevrolet Corvette, Doris Keel. And for their '92 Honda Acura Import, Joe Sutler. Again, 5 awards in no particular order. For their '48 Ford Coupe, Debbie D'Ambrosia. Bel Air, Scott Edwards.
1955 Chevrolet Bel Air.
For their 2001 Yamaha Roadster, Jeremy Coopersmith. For their '67 Dodge Challenger, Kyle Bergstresser. And for their '67 Chevrolet Camaro, Louis and Bonnie Rosa. All right, we're going to get up to the Outstanding Vehicle Awards. Who's been to Motorama in Harrisburg before? That's it? Oh, you guys are missing out. Harrisburg is 1 million square feet of indoor exhibit space, third weekend of February every year. We run this program called the Miss Motorama pageant, and it's become so popular. We've had contestants from Seattle, Washington, Maine, Florida come in. About 26, 28 young ladies compete to see who is the Miss Motorama. I'd like to introduce you to, and I think many of you met her today, Mallory, who is our 2025 Miss Motorama winner.
Thank you.
I think some of you would rather see me off the stage for once. So I'm going to have Mallory, thank you. We're going to give Mallory a chance. She's going to run through the outstanding 50 vehicles for you today.
Thank you so much. I will apologize in advance if I do not say your name correctly. I have not had practice on this today. All right, so we're going to start with a 1985 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS belonging to Brian Cavalier. '91 Honda Civic belonging to Wanda Delgado.
1991 Honda Civic, in case I missed that.
A 2016 Ford Mustang GT belonging to Kelly Glaze. A 1969 Chevrolet Camaro SS belonging to our birthday boy, David Horn. A 2017 Harley Davidson Breakout belonging to Nevada Kaler. '15 Lexus RC 350 belonging to Vivian Lichtman. A 1962 Chevrolet Impala belonging to James O'Toole. Harley Davidson FXWG belonging to Anthony Piranhazi. A 1990 Fox Body Mustang belonging to Michaela Claybos. A 1965 Chevrolet Malibu belonging to Tom Seipel. A Corvette ZR1 belonging to Michael Tullio.
2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1.
A 1964 Plymouth Savoy belonging to Mark Will. A 2008 Scion TC belonging to Zachary Zaculo. A 1972 Chevrolet C20 pickup belonging to Harry Alexander. A 1932 Ford Roadster belonging to Gary Arsenal. 2006 Volkswagen Jetta belonging to Victor Carasqualo. A 1970 Buick Skylark belonging to Mike Playboss. A 1987 Toyota GTS belonging to June Delgado. Chevrolet 3500 HD belonging to Tex Hamid.
Text.
A 1931 Roadster pickup belonging to Russell Hofstetter. A 1966 Chevrolet Corvette belonging to Paul Kincaid. A 1933 Ford Street Rod belonging to Richard Lau. A 1973 Amen Honda Chopper belonging to Jeff Marvell. A 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air belonging to Johnny Pappas. A 2006 Ford Mustang GT belonging to Leo Murphy. A 1932 Ford Coupe belonging to Jeff Reno. A 1932 Ford Street Rod belonging to Scott Ciazzo. A 1994 Chevrolet S10 belonging to Jarvis Smith. A 1940 Chevrolet Deluxe Coupe belonging to Bruce White. Chevrolet Camaro RS SS belonging to Austin Yingst.
1967 in case I didn't get that.
Charger RT belonging to Jim Carroll.
2014 Dodge Charger.
A 2019 Chevrolet Corvette Callaway belonging to Robert He. A 1967 Chevrolet Camaro RS belonging to Al Johnson. A 2009 Pontiac G8 belonging to Thomas McCauley. A 2016 Ford Mustang GT belonging to Matt Piper. A A 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air belonging to Don Ralph. A 1970 Plymouth GTX belonging to Tony Ramito. Harley Davidson Street Glide belonging to Ed Slottick.
2004 Harley Davidson.
A 2016 Harley Davidson Street Glide belonging to Rob Stetcher.
Yeah.
63 Chevrolet Corvette belonging to Carl Tignino.
1963 Vet.
A 2021 Dodge Charger belonging to Michael Tullio. A 1966 Chevrolet Impala SS belonging to Kenny Wiggins. A 1972 Chevrolet El Camino belonging to Dennis Anderson. A 1925 Boattail Speedster belonging to Connor Hofford. A 2013 Morgan three-wheeler belonging to Stephen Koteski. Chevrolet Chevelle belonging to Mickey McNeil.
1969 Chevrolet Chevelle.
A 2001 Harley Davidson Softail belonging to Mike Kramer. A 1969 Chevrolet Camaro SS belonging to Michael Meehan. Just a side note on these Camaros, guys, my race car is a 1979 Camaro, so they all have a sweet spot in my heart. A 2001 Chevrolet S10 belonging to Taylor Riddle. Chevrolet ZL1 Zenko Camaro belonging to Denny Sneak.
2021 Camaro.
Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys all around this next year at motorsports events all over Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Mallory. It's a 65 Chevrolet Corvette owned by Mike Yanisa.
They're outstanding performance vehicles.
GTO owned by Richard Pigeon.
64 Pontiac GTO.
A 92 Chevrolet S10 owned by Ted Shearbud. 62 Chevrolet Biscayne, owned by Adam Reed.
62 Chevy Biscayne.
Which was donated, actually, or I should say sponsored by Hot Rod Garage, and Dan Murphy sponsored this category. Thank you. In no particular order, the Hot Rod Garage class, and I want to be very, very clear, I'm going to say this up front. The gentleman came to me when he wrote the check and said not a single one of my vehicles in my display may compete for this category. So, very honorable, sir. Thank you. 2000 Ford Mustang GT, owned by Lionel Archers Jr. A 56 Ford Fairlane, owned by Don Derrick. A 70 Chevy Chevelle, owned by Nick DeTrilio. A 36 Chevrolet sedan, owned by Joseph Burkett. An 89 Ford Mustang GT, owned by Jeremy Franks. A 33 Willys 77, owned by Tom Lewis. A 65 Chrysler Australian Valiant, owned by Tom Rosso. A 62 Chevrolet Bel Air, owned by Alan Bird. And a 65 Chevrolet Chevelle, owned by Pasquale Mattia.
1965 Chevy Chevelle.
Hey Dan, why don't you come up here and let me say a little thank you. Get you up on the stage here for a minute. Oh man, your daughter's like, go. I think just for that, we probably should bring her up too. What do you think of that? Oh yeah, come on birthday girl, get up here. I hear we have a sweet 16 in the house this week. 15. Okay, well we'll go sweet 15, what the heck. I'm gonna give you the mic, you lead this one.
All right, the class that I just sponsored is because I had 4 customers pull out because they see the gorgeous cars that are here and they don't think their car can compete. So that's why I did this class. And I thank Andy for letting me be a part of it, taking my suggestion with the class. And if it grows, I'll do more trophies for next year. But I'm doing it for the whole year with all the shows and even up at Sweet Super Chevy. So the guys I see there's probably a good handful of you that are at this show that come to my regular shows. I greatly appreciate you coming. I also try to get everybody to come out because this way it makes this show get bigger, better than everything. Andy's doing a very, very good job. But that's why I wanted to do this class. So Andy, thank you very, very much. And don't let anybody ever tell you that your car's not worthy of being here because of what it is. Again, I did that class because of a lot of you that are here with my regular car shows, you see what it is. But Andy's allowed me to do something very special today. And if I start crying, I apologize now. My wife always wanted me to come up to this show. And because of her health, I was never able to come up because I did not want to be far away. So, when she passed and I had the time to be able to come up here, I started to come up here. This is my 3rd year coming here, and I greatly enjoy coming up here as I do every year. I feel that she's smiling down, saying good job. So with that being said, I had a customer that had a 2017 Trailblazer SS that she used to see me race. And I used to tell her that if I ever got her one, it would be an all-wheel drive ones, because a two-wheel drive, she would be doing burnouts with my girls in the back seat. I didn't want that to happen. So my wife's favorite colors were silver and purple. So I had a customer from North Carolina come up. He has that 07 Trailblazer SS. Me and him worked the deal for me to get it. And happy birthday. We are going to do that chart in purple, and it's already silver, but with purple accents to it in memory of my wife as a father, as a daddy-daughter team. And we're going to take it to shows, and we're going to bring it up here every year so these guys can see the upgrades of what we did, no matter how small it is. But because she wanted to come up here, she gets her license in a few years, but between them we can get ahead and do something, so that's yours. All right, here, man, take this.
Display award goes to an 01 Harley Davidson Softail owned by Mike Kramer. A 41 Willys Coupe owned by William Myers. A 67 Chevrolet Camaro owned by Larry Brooks. Another 67 Chevrolet Camaro, this one owned by Tony DeAngelis. Anthony and Dom actually get that award though, right? Because they set it up. Tony can't even get his own award? I'm old. Best display takes home $100, and if you do take home money today, please see Deb. If you don't see Deb, you don't get your money. Best display, $100 prize to a 56 Chevrolet sedan delivery owned by Ron Spatafora. Alright, we're going to continue on with some specialty awards. The next 4 specialty awards recognize engines. Engine awards. No particular order, we're going to recognize a 71 Ford Maverick for Raymond Missouri. We're also going to recognize for the 41 Willys Coupe, William Myers. I'd also like to recognize for the 41 Willys Coupe, Chuck Schultz. And for their 67 Chevrolet Camaro, Larry Brooks. How about we recognize some paint? Some paint awards, 4 awards in no particular order. For a 2011 Chevrolet Camaro, Anthony Marino.
Congratulations, my man.
Congratulations, man.
For their 2012 Cadillac Escalade, David Brown. Their 2000 Chevrolet Corvette, Ralph Carida. And for their 06 Ford F-150, Thomas Palio. Category next. Interior category, again 4 awards in no particular order. A 66 Chevrolet Chevelle owned by Alex Layton. For their 65 Plymouth Barracuda, Frank DiNatale. For their 39 Ford Deluxe, Jeff Andruzzi. And for the 31 Ford Model A, Ashley Lewis. Rolling into the undercarriage category. Undercarriage, 4 awards, no particular order. For their 2000 Ford F-150, Justin James. For their 2010 Ram 2500, Ryan Pressman. For their 2000 Ford F-150, William Jones. And for the 2010 Chevrolet 4x4, Taylor Riddell. Award money now. We're going to start with the Street Rod category. Weekend Driver Street Rod takes home an award for their 32 Ford Coupe, and that goes to Dick Railing. Outstanding Street Rod goes to a 1940 Ford pickup owned by Tony Sevilla. Best Street Rod is a 32 Ford Coupe owned by Joe Solly. I was corrected 84 times today. Probably 107 if you count through yesterday. Four by four category. 4x4 category. We're going to start with the Outstanding Weekend Driver gets an award for their 13 Jeep Wrangler owned by Chris Mitchie. 4x4 goes to a 51 Willys Monster CJ owned by Freddie Krankenstein. And for their best 4x4 truck modified, is being taken home by a 79 Ford Super Cab. They're getting $300, and it goes to Dale Steigerwald. Let's get into those truck modified category. Truck modified. Weekend Driver takes home an award for their 64 Chevrolet pickup, and that goes to Ross Gilbert.
Pretty much, yeah.
Outstanding truck takes home $100
that's
from the
right.
56 Ford F100. That goes to William Moore. And that means the best truck modified goes to a 1955 Ford F100, owned by Tracy Miller, who takes home $300 from Modern Muscle category. Weekend driver Modern Muscle takes home an award, and that goes to a 2000 Chevrolet Corvette owned by Richard Capolina. Outstanding Modern Muscle takes home $100, and that goes to an 01 Ford Mustang owned by Calvin Atwell III. Best Modern Muscle. Best Modern Muscle takes home $300 for their 2013 Ford Mustang owned by Donovan Cullings. The 17 Subaru STI owned by Lorenzo Cruz.
Import category.
Outstanding import takes home $100 for an 06 Scion TC owned by William Davidic. Best import takes home $300 for their 71 Volkswagen Beetle, Al Bully. Let's go into the custom category. Weekend driver takes home an award for a 67 Chevrolet Camaro owned by Mark Valio. Outstanding custom takes home $100 for their 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle owned by Mike Warner. And for the best custom, takes home $300 for their 69 Chevrolet Camaro owned by Mark Sagrants. Let's get into the street machine category. Street machine weekend driver takes home an award for their 63 Chevrolet Nova owned by Daniel Caroli. Outstanding street machine takes home $100 for their 57 Chevrolet Bel Air owned by John Bowley. Best street machine takes home $300 for a 1970 Chevrolet Camaro owned by Jeff Fern. Moving on into the competition category. Outstanding competition, there are 2 awards, since there's really no street competition. Each one is going to get $100 in no particular order. A 91 GMC S15 owned by Mike Hart. And the other is a 66 Chevrolet Chevelle owned by Harold Karen. Taking home best competition. Harold.
Thank you, man.
No, he doesn't want his money.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
For their 65 Chevrolet Nova, takes home $300 to Randy Harrowing. Let's get into the bike categories. There's some awesome bikes here lined up today. Wow, this weekend, all right? Some really cool bikes came out to support. Let's get into the bike category. Weekend Driver Bike Award for their 80 Harley-Davidson FXWG goes to Anthony Pierantozzi. Outstanding bike for their 04 Big Dog Chopper, Tyler Dill, who takes home $100. And taking home Best Bike and $300 goes to a 51 Harley-Davidson Chopper owned by Larry Collette. Weekend Driver Antique Award goes to a 66 Mercedes-Benz 230 SL owned by Keith Campbell. Outstanding Antique takes home $100 for their 31 Ford Model AA goes to David Horn. And for their 63 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, they're going to take home Best Antique with $300, and that goes to Glenn Dunlap. With money prizes. There are 5 judges' picks. Each one will get $100, and these are in no particular order. We'll start with a 67 Chevrolet Camaro owned by Tony DeAngelis. We'd like to recognize for their 78 Chevrolet El Camino, Oreste Mercado. We'd like to recognize for their 69 Chevrolet Camaro, Richard Eck. Remember, you get $100 or not. For the 32 Ford Cabriolet, Mike Monaco. 55 Chevrolet Sedan Delivery, Albert Ferrari.
55 Chevy Sedan Delivery.
Let's keep rolling. Next up is our Motor Armor Productions Ambassador Award. This award we pick on every show, not necessarily for a vehicle, not for a vehicle at all. But this award is meant to be given to somebody who helps along the way to help our shows grow. We don't do this alone. We need everyone's help to get the vehicles here, vendors here, people here. Without your support, they don't survive. We don't survive. The shows don't survive if we don't support them. Not just us, but all of them. But there's a particular couple this past year who's been really out helping to push vehicles, helping talk up the show, help get vehicles for this show. They're just such kind people, and they're always out to help any way they possibly can. Yes, Mr. Mike and Debbie Ambrose are looking right at you. Thank you for everything you do to help our production team what it is. I'm going to ask a couple people to come up to the stage. Yes, congrats, absolutely. Get that going. It's not just them. There's so many people that help us make the shows what they are. We can't do it without everybody. First time joining us. Every year we do a die-cast vehicle of somebody's car that comes out to our events at the shows. We used to do them with just one particular company, but I got slightly educated today by some friends right here at the show who explained to me that, well, if you just use M2, you're only able to work with their cars and nobody else, and so it limits the pool of what we can do. Well, one thing I love is constructive criticism. You got something to share it. If we could do it, we'll do it. If we can't, we can't. But this one I can fix right here, right now, real easily. We're not gonna work with just M2 anymore. We're gonna work, you guys all know, rolling Red Barn replicas up in the front. I know some of you had Jim make some cars for you in the past, right? He's pretty killer what he can do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up to any casting that's made, whether it's M2, Greenlight, Jada, Hot Wheels, Matchbox. As long as the casting exists, we'll be able to work, well, I should say he will be able to work with it. But that opens up an opportunity for so many more vehicles now to have an opportunity to be made into one of these die-cast vehicles. Thank you, Quality Rides, I appreciate it. So, here we go. I'm gonna ask the following people simply to come on up and face the crowd. Tony Ramito. Or Esty Machado. Kyle Bergstresser, Jeff Renault, and Denny Sneath. Time to take it up a notch. Time to do something a little different. Let's open the doors to something a little bigger. You gentlemen are now into the pool of what's going to happen for the 2026 diecast model. Gentlemen, congratulations. We will announce the winner at East Coast Indoor Nationals, first weekend of December 2025. That vehicle will be put into production and we will get it made, and let's see who wins. What we used to call the fallen award that he created, we've changed it into the Dan Swisher Memorial Award. And what this is an award to keep his memory going forever. You'll notice that there is a award, and for those who don't know, Swish probably won every single award that was out there possible to win. And Deb had an entire room of trophies. And rather than giving them away, we are taking one of his awards from every show. We're not changing it, it could be from all over the place. But we add a plaque to recognize that it's now changed into the Dan Swisher Memorial Award. And that keeps his collection of trophies out there and going. And we're going to do this for, we've got enough awards to do this for many, many years. No. But for this award this year at the Mid-Atlantic Indoor National, Deb goes around the entire show and she picks a vehicle that she feels would just memorialize what Swish was and is all about. And at this event, she's picked a 32 Ford Coupe owned by Joe Soli. I had to. Joe Soli. There's a plaque with a written letter that goes with the award that pretty much explains to the recipients, you know, for someone who doesn't or didn't know Swish, what the award is all about and who the award is all about. Congratulations, Joe. We are up to the big boys now. 4 people up to the stage. I'd like to call the owner of a 1940 Ford Coupe owned by West Castle. I'd like to ask the owner of a 1948 Studebaker M5 truck, Dave Warner. I'd like to ask the owner of a 56 Chevrolet sedan delivery owned by Ron Spadafora. And I would like to ask the owner of a 1929 Chevrolet sedan, Bill McElroy. Would you 4 gentlemen please come up to the stage and face the crowd? Ladies and gentlemen, these are your top 4 vehicle owners of the 2025 Mid-Atlantic Indoor Nationals. We would like to award the 3rd runner-up, who's taking home $500 today for his 1940 Coupe, Mr. Wes Castle. We'd like to let you know that a $750 prize goes to a 1929 Chevrolet sedan owned by Bill McElroy.
Yeah, Billy!
This means the runner-up taking home $1,000 is going to a 1956 Chevrolet sedan delivery owned by Ron Spatafora, which means Best of Show goes to a 1948 Studebaker M5 truck. $2,000. Congratulations, Mr. Dave Warner. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much for coming out and joining us.